All right, let's look at these multiple choice problems. So, on this problem here, where we're going to be comparing the values of one variable with the other, well, then, first thing we need to do is see where are those values equal. So, that's going to naturally be the line y equals x, because that then is going to allow us to have that comparison between the husband's ratings and the wife's ratings. So, again, we can see that the points are pretty much there below that y equals x line. If they were above it, then the wife's rating would be higher than the husband's. Okay, so the points above it means that the y is greater than the x, and the wife's rating would be greater than the husband's. But we have the points below, so therefore we can see that the husband rated higher than the wife's. Here, you've got to be able to visualize that relationship. Larger values of one variable, so say like the x, are associated with smaller values of the other, the y. All right, now here you want to take a look. First of all, keeping in mind that this is not a residual plot. This is the straight up x and y variables, and we have the least squares regression line that would be predicting the pain relief from the dosage. So, what you should notice here is that as the dosage is increasing, then this variability across the line gets greater. So, as the dose gets higher, then there's more variation in the amount of pain relief. So also, we could see that if we were to envision what this graph would look like as a residual plot, if this is your LSRL flat, then you can see it fans out, okay? And it gets more varied as the X value gets higher. So the variation is not the same across all doses. All right, and then our last one here, the relationship. So, I mean, I hope that you can tell here that, I can see that we are probably going to be having some type of curved relationship. So, not linear. Okay. Now, what's interesting though is that even though it's not linear, the points are kind of closely clustered around this line. So it could actually have a fairly high correlation because I know it's not close to negative or zero. It's not exactly one, and it cannot be greater than one. So basically, out of cutting out those four components, you can see that it's close to positive one, even though it's not exactly linear. All right, so there's those multiple choice questions. I hope that you followed that well and that those serve you well in your review.